This is Ctc News with Wesley Kotar, broadcasting from Sint-Eustatius, Dutch Caribbean. Sponsored by UTLNV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
It's Monday, December 10, 2012 on the Golden Rock. Good evening, I am Wesley Kotar and this is Ctc News, broadcasting live from Ctc Studios in Station Mall. In tonight's local news, educator put back on government's payroll, DP and Life Rock Marsden to discuss new commissioner on Monday, GIS issues press release. More on these headlines after a word from our sponsors.
Don't touch that dot. To advertise your business or promote events, contact us at CTC on 318-1627, 318-4664, or 318-4453. CT Creativity, where creativity stands out.
On Thursday, December 13th at 7 p.m., the island will shiver as we witness the first ever snowfall on Statia. It's going to be a winter wonderland downtown on the stage.
Geez, just what I wanted!
With performances by the Kili Kili Band, DJ Sense, and more. Sign up for your chance to win fabulous gifts from the surprise snow basket and meet Santa himself.
Merry Christmas!
This event is hosted by DNR Enterprises NV, your local company giving to the community at Christmas.
CTC is making Christmas grand with a pre-Christmas special, which will draw live on CTC TV, CTC Radio, and www.ctcreativity.com on Sunday, December 23rd, 2012 at 7 p.m. For just $20, you could be eligible to win prizes such as a 50-inch flat-screen TV, 32-inch flat-screen TV, and another 32-inch flat-screen TV, Android tablet, BB Curve, home theater system, digital camera, microwave oven, toaster oven, bathroom basket, juicer, kitchen basket, smoothie maker, blender. Be part of the CTC special and be a lucky winner of great prizes. To get your name in the drawing, contact 318-4453, 318-4664, or 318-1627. CTC's Christmas special, grand style.
Ctc News, sponsored by UTLNV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
The Executive Council said it has resolved the case of Teola Schmidt on Thursday, meaning that she will receive her salary owed for October and November and will be put back on the regular payroll as of this month. This comes one day after Commissioner Glenn Schmidt criticized government's handling of the case in a televised address. Teola Schmidt is a niece of the ex-commissioner and was informed in a letter dated August 28 that her contract with government would not be renewed after October 1st. She worked for the government-run Second Chance Education program that gives dropouts and other young adults a second chance to complete an education and receive a diploma, giving them a better chance for further education and in the job market. The contracts of her colleagues ended earlier in the year, but no new contracts were given to them while they continued to work, in effect making them permanent government employees. By ending her contract, Schmidt was put in a legally disadvantageous position compared with her colleagues, while all of them continued to do the same work. She was consequently advised to sign a labor agreement with a temporary employment agency to continue working until a new foundation is established to take over the program and the employees. Schmidt refused to sign up with the temporary agency, but continued doing her job and sought legal advice. As a result of its own legal advice, the government has now decided to pay her salary owed since October 1st and put her back on the payroll, equal to her colleagues. All Island Council members have questioned government about it and demanded that the situation be rectified. Schmidt referred the case in a televised address on Wednesday, December 5th, concerning his resignation from office, since it was mentioned as one of the cases he had not handled efficiently. Schmidt refuted this by saying he objected from the beginning to the manner in which the case was handled by the Executive Council, but decisions were made by majority in the Council. He also blamed coalition leaders Ruben Merkman and Independent Island Council Lady Millicent Liverock Marsden for not putting pressure on his colleague, Commissioner Snake, to resolve the matter soon. This according to the Daily Herald. The Democratic Party of St. Eustatius held a meeting in which they discussed the situation following Commissioner Schmidt's resignation on Wednesday. Schmidt presented his letter of resignation to Island Governor Burkle after Independent Island Councilwoman Millicent Liverock Marsden had withdrawn her support of the commissioner in her coalition with the DP. A meeting was scheduled between DP and Liverock Marsden on Monday to discuss the appointment of a new commissioner, confirmed DP leader Ruben Merkman. The new commissioner is expected to be sworn in during an Island Council meeting to be held sometime this week. It is not yet known who will be replacing Schmidt as commissioner. The names of Chairman of the Chamber of Commerce of Statia and Saba, Carlisle Tea, Leader of the United People Coalition, Reginald Sandam, and Personal Assistant of former Commissioner Lawrence Duiverman were mentioned by sources, but none of them were officially confirmed. Liverock Marsden said she withdrew her support of Schmidt because he had been underperforming as a commissioner. During last week's Island Council meeting, accusations were flying about conflicts of interest in government involving Schmidt, Commissioner Snake, and Island Council member Franklin Brown. Tendering his resignation on Wednesday, Schmidt defended himself against Liverock's complaints in a statement addressing issues concerning the Housing Foundation, roaming animals, the airport, Edu Partners, the appointment of the new hotel director, education documents, and the use of harbor vessel Waterman. Remarkably, Schmidt did not devote many words to the road fund issues. This was extensively explained during the Island Council, was his sole comment. St. Eustatius, the public entity of St. Eustatius, was informed by Minister of Interior Affairs and Kingdom Relations, Mr. Ronald Plaskerk, that the preliminary supervision will be lifted by 2013. The island of St. Eustatius was under this preliminary supervision based on the law FinBest Article 35, Member 5. GIS has issued the following. According to Minister Plaster, there is no need for extending the supervision since the island territory complied with the conditions set forth by the Commission for Financial Supervision, CFT. On December 4, 2012, the Minister of Kingdom Relations was advised by CFT not to extend the preliminary supervision because the island territory of St. Eustatius complied with the 4 conditions set forth by the CFT. These four points are: an approved balance amendment to the 2012 budget, a balanced budget for 2012, timely approved by the Island Council, a timely submission of the annual statements over 2011 approved by the Island Council, and the preparation of a plan of approach concerning the improvement of the financial management for 2013. The Minister of Kingdom Relations, Mr. R. Plaskerk, extended compliments to the island government for their successful efforts to improve the quality of the supplied products. As a result of the island government's actions, the preliminary supervision for the 2012 budget is lifted, effective immediately. The Minister of Kingdom Relations promised to send letters to the Island Council and CFT with the news of the lifted supervision. Up next in regional news, Caribbean development projects receive EU funding. More on these regional headlines after we return from a short break.
Thinking about building your home or business? Well, you can check us out at City Creativity. Here we can design or take your design and ideas and add our touch of creativity to architectural drawings and details which will build your future home or business. At City Creativity there are 2 options. Option 1, our basic prints, which includes all floor plans and details with 3D views of the exterior. Option 2, our advanced prints, which includes all floor plans, details, 3D views of the exterior and interior with realistic pictures of the entire property, giving you a direct look into your future. Give us a call at 318-1627 or 318-4664. City Creativity, where creativity stands out.
Don't touch that dot. To advertise your business or promote events, contact us at CTC on 318-1627, 318-4664, or 318-4453. CT Creativity, where creativity stands out.
Ctc News, sponsored by Utel NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Dugging's Shopping Center.
The European Union's Regional Development Fund, ERDF, will fund two major sustainable development projects in the Dutch and French Caribbean under the Interreg 4 Caribbean program. Organizers attending the recent international summit of the program, held in Puerto Rico from November 28 to 29, announced that it will fund the Belle Plaine project, whose objective is to finance anti-flood studies and implement economic activities between Marigot, Saint Martin, and Philipsburg, Saint Martin, to the tune of 1.49 million euros, close to 2 million. Gens de la Caribe, a regional cultural organization based in Guadeloupe, will receive 536,000 euros, approximately 700,000 US dollars, for the Kamakuka project, which involves the creation of a professional network for the Caribbean Amazonian cultural sector, benefiting all countries and territories of the region. The Interreg program aims to make a major contribution to the common interests of sustainable development of the Greater Caribbean region and to integrate the French overseas countries and territories with the rest of the region. The Selection Committee for Development Projects is headed by the Regional Council of Guadeloupe, which is the entity in charge of managing the Interreg 4 program, as well as representatives of the regional councils of Martinique and French Guiana and officials from Saint Martin. Many representatives of regional organizations, including CARICOM, Caribbean Community, the OECS, Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, and the ACS, Association of Caribbean States, also took part in the last week's Sangwang Summit, whose success augurs well for regional cooperation. In international news, despair after climate conference in action, but UN still offers hope. At the end of another lavishly funded UN conference that yielded no progress on curbing greenhouse emissions, many of those most concerned about climate change are close to despair. As thousands of delegates checked out of the air-conditioned hotel rooms in Doha to board their jets for home, some asked whether the UN system even made matters worse by providing cover for leaders to take no meaningful action. Supporters say the UN process is still the only framework for global action. The United Nations also plays an essential role as the central bank for carbon trading schemes such as the one set up by the European Union. But unless rich and poor countries can inject urgency into their negotiations, they are heading for a diplomatic fiasco in 2015, their next deadline for a new global deal. The conference held in Qatar, the country that produces the largest per capita volume of greenhouse gases in the world, agreed to extend the emissions limiting Kyoto Protocol, which would have run out within weeks. But Canada, Russia, and Japan, where the protocol was signed 15 years ago, all abandoned the agreement. The United States never ratified it in the first place, and it excludes developing countries where emissions are growing most quickly. Delegates flew home from Doha without securing a single new pledge to cut pollution from a major emitter. So far, UN climate talks have missed just about every deadline. The rich nations of the world promised 2 decades ago to halt their rise in greenhouse gases. They failed. Next, they promised a sequel to Kyoto by 2009. They failed again. Now they have a 2015 deadline to get a new global binding deal in place to enter into force after the extension of Kyoto expires in 2020. For the first time, it would apply to rich and poor countries alike. But with the world's nations divided over who must pay the cost, the task of reaching accord seems beyond the capabilities of the vast corps of international delegates. Up next, your 3-day weather forecast, details on weather conditions for the islands of Statia, Saba, and St. Martin after this break.
CTC is making Christmas grand. with a free Christmas special, which will draw live on CTC TV, CTC Radio, and www.ctcreativity.com on Sunday, December 23rd, 2012 at 7 p.m. For just $20, you could be eligible to win prizes, such as a 50-inch flat-screen TV, 32-inch flat-screen TV, and another 32-inch flat-screen TV, Android tablet, BB Curve, home theater system, digital camera, microwave oven, toaster oven, bathroom basket, juicer, kitchen basket, smoothie maker, blender. Be part of the CTC special and be a lucky winner. And be a lucky winner of great prizes. To get your name in the drawing, contact 318-4453, 318-4664, or 318-1627. CTC's Christmas special. Grand style.
On Thursday, December 13th at 7 p.m., the island will shiver as we witness the first ever snowfall on Stacia. It's going to be a winter wonderland downtown, Ponda Stage.
Geez, just what I wanted.
With performances by the Kili Kili Band, DJ Sense, and more. Sign up for your chance to win fabulous gifts from the surprise snow basket and meet Santa himself.
Merry Christmas.
This event is hosted by DNR Enterprises NV, your local company giving to the community at Christmas.
CTC News, sponsored by Utel NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Dugging's Shopping Center.
Welcome back. This is our 3-day weather forecast for this evening. We will begin on Stacia and Sable. Tonight, December 10th, it will be partly cloudy and windy with a temperature of 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 20% chances of rain with winds east-northeast at 22 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Tuesday, December 11th, partly cloudy and windy with a temperature of 83 degrees Fahrenheit, 20% chances of rain with the winds east-northeast at 24 miles per hour. Wednesday, December 12th, partly cloudy, also windy with a temperature of 83 degrees Fahrenheit, 10% chances of rain with the winds east at 22 miles per hour. We now move to St. Martin. Tonight, December 10th, partly cloudy with a temperature of 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 20% chances of rain with winds east at 17 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Tuesday, December 11th, partly cloudy with a temperature of 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 20% chances of rain with winds east at 19 miles per hour. On Wednesday, December 12th, partly cloudy with a temperature of 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 10% chances of rain with winds east at 16 miles per hour. That was our 3-day weather forecast for the islands Stacia, Saba, and St. Martin. Thanks once again for staying tuned in to CTC. This has been another edition of CTC News. We remind you that CTC News can be followed on 101.9 CTC Radio and can be also viewed along with other local programs on the website www.ctcreativity.com. We will be back on Wednesday, but until that time, do have a good one.